Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bards, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy man, sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Parts.
I'm on. I'm on.
We are not shutting this movie down.
Is that one of your new faves?
I guess. I never really thought about it.
Okay. I always.
There we go.
What?
First, I was like, I don't know why this thing went to speaker view, and I was like, I fucking hate speaker view.
I hate ban speaker view.
Ban speaker. I feel like it slows down your computer too.
Really?
Hot take alert.
Because it can't keep up.
Maybe it's just my slow little bitch, but who knows, baby?
Yeah, you hate your slow little bitch. It's impossible to say who knows. It really is. We have really exciting news, though. I cured Kevin's bronchitis. The average listener wouldn't know. But
you're right.
For the past however many months, he has still a slight case of bronchitis, but I mostly fixed it. I have been...
Yeah, you're a doctor. Audio doctor.
I'm a doctor. I'm an audio doctor. So anyway, it's irrelevant, but I just wanted to brag a little about having an MD now officially. Yeah, it took me 8 years, but I'm here.
Wow. Congratulations on everything. I wish I could send, I should have just sent you a congratulations text so it would have gone off with a little confetti bang. Hot or not?
I think we're delayed.
No, we're not.
Okay. Yeah, every time... Sometimes the PTSD creeps up.
You're right. And it's scary.
It's really scary. It's some of the hardest trauma I've ever had to deal with. Just being
pathetic.
Delayed.
Absolutely pathetic. No, do you like getting confettied when someone says congratulations to you? Or congrats, because iPhone loves to recognize.
I know what you're talking about now. I thought, yes. I was imagining some world where every time you got a text message, like literal confetti would shoot out of your phone. Which would be a little much.
Like a Black Mirror. Yeah, that'd be terrible.
It'd be a little much.
Be confettied right in the mouth?
Yeah, I hate being confettied in the mouth. But when you're talking about when you text somebody happy birthday and on the text screen they're balloons.
Exactly.
This isn't me.
You don't know what my experience is on the other end of this. I'm trying to do something and you're throwing confetti in my face?
In your
and balloons
face.
In my mouth?
Yeah. Now that I know this, I'm going to text you congratulations all the time. That's going to be my little prank.
But I do think it's a slight hee when you send a fun, a slow-mo creeping word or
I do like the gobbler effects because there are ways, if you do them with emojis, it can get really fun. If the shaka emoji, it's you can make it wiggle and it's really a real hang low or whatever, hang loose.
My name is
Zoe
Clark. Yeah. And fun for me is just getting silly in the emoji aisle of my texts.
Oh yes, certainly a spill in the emoji aisle over here. And my name is Julia Davidovich, and before we started recording, I tried to show my neighbor on my computer, and he saw me facing my Zoom out towards him.
That was a terrible moment. I really had to play it off like I definitely wasn't shoving my laptop in front of the window. So how embarrassing. It was a humbling moment for me.
We've all been there. Who's your bad boy on the block this week?
I wrote her down. Oh, you know what? I sent her to her.
You sent me.
Sent her to you.
You did. You really did.
It's a him though. He's really a him.
He's really a him? Okay, let me open it up. Oh,
I'm not gonna make you watch this, but I just want you to get his vibe, please.
Okay.
Can we just both get his vibe? Can you pull it up?
Yeah, let me. Wow, this has 9.4 million views.
I hate him.
Oh God, I just saw the warning. Okay. Did Sea Dog show you this?
No, we were mutually scrolling at night.
Do you scroll together a lot?
Yeah, this is our wind down shit. This is what we watch right before bedtime.
On TV
Or
or
I have
on
like
your
a slice
computer?
of cheese. And we have great dreams on the TV.
Mm. Okay.
Do you not have YouTube on your TV?
No, we do. I was just wondering.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll put the warning in Wilmer.
Warning.
Okay. It's
Warning.
really, really good.
I'll read it. Warning. Eating an entire 5-pound bag of Haribo sugar-free gummy bears is like eating 5 pounds of laxatives. The end result will put a man on the toilet bowl for a minimum of 8 hours. Please watch this video with extreme caution. Thank you. All right, great.
And like
This
to
is
ruin this, I feel like the part at the end when he truly gets on the toilet is fake. But he definitely shows himself barfing at the end, and you're like, why would you do this? I
this
hate
guy
you.
certainly has bizarre energy.
Hey, LAB's here
Oh,
today.
wow.
I have here in my hands what everybody has been raving about on Amazon.com. A 5-pound bag of Haribo sugarless gummy bears. Now, if you haven't read some of the reviews, let me catch you up on what the people have been saying. Gamer Guy 3 says, but seriously, if
Oh,
you
wow.
take
I
more
remember
than
this.
15
I
of these
remember
gummy
this,
bears, prepare yourself
You're-
for
scandal.
You know
intestinal
this.
cleansing
Yeah,
of
I
the
know
ages.
this. I know the scandal.
And I Like Cheese said, I eat
I
a
always
handful
forget
of
that,
these
like,
before
even though
boarding
people
a
sound
6-hour
so
flight to
loud,
Seattle.
that it's actually not
Gastric
loud.
exorcism at 30,000 feet. Enough said. Today, in the name of human
This
science,
guy
really-
fucks for sure, though.
Oh,
I'm
my
going to
God.
eat
Do you think he
the
keeps his
entire
hat on backwards when he
5-pound
fucks?
bag of sugarless gummy
Definitely.
bears and see
I
what
love all the
happens.
Captain America garb.
Yeah.
Do you think
There is
he's
a warning on the
Irish?
package that reads,
He's definitely Irish.
"Consumption of sugar-free
Look, he has an
candies
Irish-
may cause stomach
I mean, that could be a
discomfort
sports
and/or
thing.
laxative effect.
He also
mean,
has
that's why I
like
said it.
Individual tolerance will vary.
he also has
If
like
this is the
old
first time
Pepsi
you've
bottles,
tried
like
these candies,
vintage
we
like
recommend beginning with
collectibles.
1/4 of a
That's why.
serving size
That's
or
why he
less.
came up, because he's also like an old food eater.
I'm gonna eat the whole bag.
Oh, he's part of the
Without
family.
further ado,
He's part of the old food fam.
He's
He also
First
loves
time my soul.
reusing old Gatorade bottles for water, which is kind of a red flag.
that is a huge red flag. I thought those were just I thought they were just like the clear kind of Gatorade.
Oh no,
What do you think of clear gummy
smell
bears?
good.
Ew.
I think they're all equally delicious personally. But after this, I was like, you know what? Maybe no.
I mean, you got to get like the 4-pack. That literally has 4 in there.
growing up, I
Does he
always
eat this entire thing?
an orange slice fan.
Yeah,
Never gummy
he
bears.
absolutely does.
So gross. Does he have diarrhea at the
And,
end?
like, I guess he
Implied
just, like,
diarrhea.
implied diarrhea, but he also puts an audio, I think, of like a giant fart that isn't his.
Whose fart is it? Email Diane.
Like he feels Diane. She's a fart detector.
Oh,
and,
she-
she's on the case.
She is absolutely. She knows she's really good at just reading farts. It's like a palm reading, but Diane's little
Yeah.
specialty is farts.
She'll just she'll
And-
sniff it in the air and she'll find you.
She'll find you. It's like in Monica the Medium or any show where there's a medium and they're just like at a grocery store and then they get like struck by the, I don't know, ghost of someone's grandfather and they tap them on the shoulder and they're like, I have a message from someone named Tony who drives a truck. Anyway,
Love when they just like find someone in the candle aisle at Target and they're just like, "Excuse me, you have an energy I can't ignore
Right.
because there's a dead person lurking around you.
Right, like-
I need to tell you that."
do you know anyone that lives near a lake? It's just all so stupid. Anyway, Diane does that with farts. Okay.
Oh, duh.
Amazing.
Wonderful woman.
I have absolutely. I have 2 bad boys. Is he still out there, your neighbor?
Ooh. No, it's really squirrel bird city right now. So I get distracted. They're so
Oh.
cute.
I know you want to
It's
fuck
really-
them.
Okay.
Have you seen the new Miss Frizzle floating around the internet?
Oh yeah, people hate her. And I mean, I guess I do too. She has barely any detail in her face.
Well, I think she's just lost her edge. Like
I think it's kind of anti-Semitic.
I do too. Well, it's Miss
She's
Frizzle.
a lot more Jewish.
I guess Frizzle, is that like a Jew thing? Email Diane.
Feels like it, but like,
It
didn't she give
does.
off kind of a Jewish vibe?
Oh,
I mean,
she-
email Diane
She does.
if there was like a Passover episode, because I feel like there may have
You're
been.
thinking of the Rugrats.
I'm not. I'm definitely not. But I know
But-
that there was one for that too.
Oh yeah,
And a
that was
Hanukkah one.
iconic.
They do it right, actually,
do it
and they're
right.
coming back, baby.
They're coming back, baby. Ah,
believe it?
I'll watch.
Where did they even? put
Nicole
her?
Byers in it.
Ooh, yes, yes. That's where I saw it get tweeted from.
Absolutely. Did you watch All Grown Up when it came out? When they were like teenagers?
No. Certainly not.
Great. I did. So that's one of them. And then the other one, and it's A Bad Boy Me. And I took a picture for Wilmer Sliderama, but it's Jer's. I guess he's my nephew now too. He's my nephew that I married into. It's his like
married into.
It's like his second birthday, and we got him like a hodgepodge of Lakers stuff. Super gendered, super cute. And it's not a box, but Jer asked me to wrap it. And first of all, we only have Christmas wrapping paper.
Okay.
So it's yeah. I mean, why else would I ever have wrapping paper? It's like snowman's in, what month is it? Snowman's in March. Who cares?
All of my fucking wrapping paper is just gifts from other gifts. It's like, if you're not reusing old bags, get the hell out of here. What else are you doing with them?
I looked everywhere for an old bag, and I couldn't find one at all.
No.
And I tried to make a bag out of the wrapping paper because I saw someone do that on just let me live. I saw someone do that on TikTok and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I could do that. And it turns out I couldn't do that. And the paper was very thin and it broke. And so I just ended up doing a horrible wrapping job, like one of the worst you've ever seen.
That's more.
Absolutely. And it like ripped.
You love your nephew.
And it like married a no, just kidding. And it like ripped down the front. Relatable. And so I had to wrap it like one more time.
Diane is also ripped down the front.
Right down the front.
Right down the front.
Yeah, so that was a disaster. And sometimes I'm really good at wrapping presents, and sometimes I just fucking botch it up.
It's really fucking God. I learned when I had a small stint job at this fucking cosmetics counter. You think I'd know better about old makeup in Shoppers Drug Mart.
Oh.
But they made you wrap perfume bottle fucking boxes. And the bitchiest, it's only the bitchiest people that want their shit wrapped, and they would stand there over you. And it was just really, 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 really scary. So I had to learn fast. But like every 8th box I do, I fuck up to high heaven.
Well, it's an unpredictable science. Like sometimes I wrap a box and I'm like, holy shit, I could start a gift wrapping business, let's say, a kiosk.
And you know, when the bow comes out right and the ribbons are all amaze, it's like, who did this name tag? Who perfectly did this like fucking Postman Pat crossover here on the box?
The Postman Pat crossover. Like, I don't even know what that means. That must be a Canadian thing.
Who knows?
Okay.
I think it's a British show.
Oh, okay, yeah, so Canadian-ish.
Whatever.
It's just unpredictable. And like when you get it right, it just feels so good. And when you get it wrong, you just feel like the fucking biggest idiot on earth.
It's true. And you got to throw yourself in the fire because you wasted paper, you know?
And I wasted so much paper because I had to double wrap it because I ripped it down the front.
How do you feel about people putting your goddamn present in a piece of fabric and then fastening it?
You know, it's less wasteful. And it can be very.
Then you have this square of fabric that you may not like.
That's true.
I guess you can turn it into like a schmata or something.
Yeah, absolute
Duster mantle
schmata material.
You're right.
I guess like if I prefer a bag because then I can reuse it. Like I really think the bag is the most considerate wrapping method because. And it should be like an agnostic bag. Like it shouldn't have an opinion or like it shouldn't have a holiday. It should just
No snowflakes.
No snowflakes allowed on this pod. Yeah, but just a plain color or maybe some sort of celebratory vibe, but nothing.
Stripes, patterns. Those are fine.
Stripes, polka dots. Hey, fuck me up the ass with a stripe.
But if those are triangles are fucking arranged in the shape of a goddamn evergreen tree, stop it.
No.
Stop yourself.
No.
Don't do it.
Yeah, and
relax.
Gift bags love to be like collage-y cutout motifs.
I'm over it. I'm over all those. Just give me a plain fucking bag I can give to my mom in 6 months.
Exactly. What do you think about like a rustic wrapping job, like with like butcher paper or like butcher
Truly
paper and twine?
Perfect. Because I
think
can
it's pretty
reuse both
hot.
of those things.
I think it's really
Yes.
hot. Incredible. So we do have some bad boy updates.
We really, really, really do.
We really, really, really do. So first of all, Army.
Oh, really? Okay. You're going to start with Army.
I was going to start with Army. Yeah. So Army
was gonna
Hammer
say.
is being investigated for sex abuse allegations. I think rape. I think he's. Let me look it up.
Armold.
Armold Hammer. Okay.
Armold Hammer.
Yeah, so actor Army Hammer is under police investigation for sexual assault after a woman alleged she was violently raped by him in 2017 for several hours and thought she was going to be killed. So,
Jesus Christ.
and the person that came forward is House of Effie.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, God, that must be so hard.
It must be extremely difficult.
She just, I don't know.
Sending love her
Good for
way.
her.
Her lawyer is Gloria Allred, which is like the Alan Dershowitz of Good Boys.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Like, what's her deal, though? Is she 100% in it for
The right reasons?
victims? Yeah. Or is she just kind of like a Alan Dershowitz,
In disguise.
Dersha vibe? A real
I don't
Dersh vibe.
know. Email Diane. Absolutely. So that's that. And the other update is Dr. Phil.
Oh my God. This one is so weird.
Yeah. So Dr. Phil.
qualifies.
Well, I guess what's her name? Bad Baby, aka the Cash Me Outside girl, Danielle Brigoli, I think. Right?
I don't really know anyone's name. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So Dr. Phil sent her to a troubled teen program. Relatable.
Incredible.
Yeah. And called Turnaround Ranch. No.
Yikes.
And she was, taken from her home in the middle of the night, transported to this place in Utah, and it has now been come under abuse allegation, sort of similar to what happened to Paris Hilton. Read about it if you want. So, yeah. And apparently she's not the only kid that Dr. Phil arranged to get sent to that place.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I hope something happens. I
hope he at least apologizes. Like that news came out and then he spent last night literally tweeting about Drag Race.
What was he saying about Drag Race?
He was just giving his 2 cents, giving his opinion, live tweeting.
I would never want to hear Dr. Phil's opinion on Drag Race.
Absolutely
Sounds
not.
very scary.
It sounds super frightening.
Yeah, it sucks that he's on TV and just he probably contributed to so many fucking damaging things. It's really sad. Yeah. I really hate the kid stuff. I really hate the kid stuff.
So do I.
It's so sad.
Yeah, it is sad. Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. So do you have anything else that falls under bad boy updates?
I don't know. Johnny Depp's mad, I'm sure. I think he
Johnny Depp is mad.
He's blaming the final answer? Some law talk.
Law talk? Final answer? Regis Philbin?
What's it called?
R.I.P.?
Oh my God. Wow, he's dead.
He's dead.
You're right.
But
the final ruling. Is that the word?
Oh, maybe.
I think they're blaming the final ruling because he didn't win or something or whatever in this defamation case, I guess. Because they're taking stock in the fact that she donated money and he's mad about that. And it's like, oh man, I just can't wait for him to lose more millions of dollars.
I mean, can this breakup end?
Yeah, honestly, this is the longest breakup in history.
This has gone on way too long. They've both sued each other. They both have gone to court probably 80 billion times in the past year, during coronavirus. It's just a lot.
Well, I mean, speaking of Long Johns,
Yeah.
Long John divorces. I mean, like the Woody Allen one. Wait, were they ever married? No.
No.
They've really just hated each other in the media outright for years or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, okay, after watching the 4th episode of the Big Woody show,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel differently about Mia than I did at the beginning.
That's fair.
And I think I realize now that this was definitely more about Dylan finally getting to talk about it and just like how she froze up at the hearing when they put her on the stand. And this is kind of, I think, her way of talking about it. And it was just so much Mia focused at the beginning. And I was just like, what is this about?
Yeah.
But also I still don't kind of like how she talks about her kids some ways. But
I mean,
whatever.
that's okay.
I think she
does have 14 children, which is
she really has so many.
She has a lot of
man.
kids, and it's intense having. I mean, I am so glad I didn't have 13 siblings.
That's gotta be tough.
Yeah. Anyway, that's
Everyone
not really
is a nightmare.
That's not really that's not really the point. But yeah, I definitely hate Woody Allen.
Oh my god, even more than before.
Even
and
more
like,
than
I barely
before.
knew anything about him except this shit. And like, I mean, I've never been so sure that
someone was a child abuser.
Sorry, this squirrel is a huge. Sorry, Ronan Farrow is definitely not his baby.
Yeah.
He has like no.
You think he's Frank Sinatra's baby?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I know. He's too hot.
We'll put a side by side or whatever.
He's way too hot. We're like really questioning paternity left and right on this pod, but I think that writing instructor
is that donkey to do. Can you question the paternity of celebrity children on
I think
podcasts?
that like considering Ronan is an attractive male and Woody Allen is not, it's a fair question to bring up. And he does look like he really looks like Frank Sinatra.
Weird thing you would say about my celebrity doppelganger, but yeah.
Woody Allen.
But you're right. He does look a lot. He has like no nebbishy looking bone in his body either.
Not a single nebbish.
Dead giveaway for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I agree with that. Okay, so
I totally agree.
Let's move on to our bad boy of the week.
I
know.
I mean,
he's also what?
It'll be a little bit of a loose goose, I think.
Yeah, he's a loosey-goosey bad boy because he's definitely, well, we'll get to the bottom of it. That's for sure.
He's certainly an actor.
He's certainly a Mr. Actor, Mr. Sexiest Man Alive. But is he? Mr. Oh, he was in Fight Club. It's Brad Pitt.
Oh, he was in Fight Club.
Everyone says that about him. Incredible.
Do you love Fight Club?
Oh my God. It is the best movie of all time.
I love hearing you say things like that.
Yeah, I mean, the acting alone was just amazing. It was, I don't know. You know how I feel about movies. I don't like art.
I have no opinion.
Yeah.
I don't like art.
I don't like music. I don't like movies. Get it out of my face. Only Marriage or Mortgage.
Oh, wow. We'll talk about that soon. I'm just it's very interesting to me and sociopathic.
No, it makes no sense. So Brad Pitt, he's definitely a Mr. Actor gal. Do you think he's been vaccinated? Yeah.
I kind of do. Yeah. Through celebrity means.
Through celebrity
absolutely.
Means, absolutely. Net worth $300 million for the record.
Wow. What a rich little dingle.
A real rich dingle. Yeah, and he's certainly on wealthygorilla.com, so you know he's famous. And the Wealthy Gorilla drawing of him is one of Wealthy Gorilla's best works yet. It's literally Banksy. Wealthy Gorilla is Diane's Banksy.
He looks actually like Armie Hammer, unfortunately.
Oh, he does have a little bit of a hammer-rama going on. Yeah, we're definitely going to post the Wealthy Gorilla sketch in Wilmer this week. But
yeah, it's really good.
It's really good. But I encourage you on your own free time to just go to Wealthy Gorilla and check out their drawings.
And some net worths while you're at it.
We just like to promote art here. 1 second, I got a work text.
Did your dryer just sing?
Oh yeah, my dryer's singing right now. Just happy that we're finally getting to Brad Pitt.
Oh wow.
What's your favorite pasta shape, by the way? We were talking about this on the
Ooh.
on my Yonkers Girl Zoom, and it got kind of spicy.
Pasta shapes, huh?
Yeah.
I would say, a classic spaghetti, I think.
What?
Or a penne. What are you saying? I don't know. I can't choose.
I mean,
are you going to say
is
something
weird?
What are you saying? I mean, I love carbonara. I want it all over me.
Did you hear it?
She's singing.
We got a washer. We got a washer and a dryer out here, baby.
Look at you.
That's a sauce though, not a shape. But you'll put that. You'll pop that bitch on a spaghetti. I like a tube.
Why would you put that on anything else? Is what I mean.
I like a ridged tube, like a rigatoni, or I do. What? I do like
that you like a ridged.
I like
tube.
a ridged tube.
It just makes me giggle.
Yeah, well, it can
very phallic. I love it.
Grabs on to the sauces. And you can get some in. You could get some in the tube, absolutely, and you can suck it like a straw.
The truth is, it is my favorite food, so I can't pick it, and they're all good.
How do you feel in the big debate, the hugest debate of them all, tortellini versus ravioli? Where do you fall?
I think a tortellini is better.
I agree. Because a ravioli, it's like, what am I going to do with these 9 giant pastas? But a tortellini is like a little bit more. Oh, there's a little more in there, that's like quantity.
How do you feel about those shells? And then I have one more question.
A stuffed shell?
A stuffed shell.
No, get that shit out of there.
You're a bitch. What about angel hair pasta?
I used to love
Fucking
it.
Nightmare. What is no? When you were a child, certainly.
Well, for maybe a little longer than that, but I haven't had it in years.
Useless. The most useless thing in the world. Throw that shit in the garbage.
It definitely can't grab onto sauce very well, and it does clump.
Tell me who it's for. I want to know how you're supposed to use it because I've never liked it.
Very skinny throat.
Okay, skinny throat pasta. You're right. Skinny throat fans only.
Brad Pitt. What's his favorite pasta shape?
Oh, macaroni.
I was gonna say elbows.
Yes,
he loves he absolutely loves macaroni, not and cheese, just plain. So he's best known for acting, and then second best known for his girlfriends.
Oh, I was going to say his sand photo shoot. Never mind. Third best known for his sand photo shoot that I'll definitely put in the slider because they're so good.
The sand photo shoot is like he's really struggled so much to gain the respect. That's what you see in the sand. Okay.
That's what I see in the sand when I see him.
Absolutely. For sure. Yeah. So he dated Jennifer Aniston, and they were together a while, and then he cheated on her with Angelina Jolie, and they pretty much immediately started dating after he got a D from Jen.
Perfect. Perfect relationship.
I agree. Like, you get in, you get out.
It's true.
If you're Brad.
He admitted if you're Brad, and he said something along the lines of, I don't know, being his worst self or something, or like, I don't know, not really being his best self when he was with Jen. And but he was also like, I don't know if his words were skewed in interviews or what, but he was like said to be talking shit about her and the relationship and that she was boring or something.
Right.
But like, I mean,
that was
such an odd bullshit tabloidy thing.
That was a stretch because he was basically like, he wasn't really shit talking Jen, and I would admit if he was.
I feel like 90% of what I've learned was from just standing in the grocery store staring on tabloids covers or whatever, and just that's where you're learning old tiblets of information for years because you're like, oh yeah, certainly.
And he was
Paris
on
Hilton
those Bloids, and
he was farm.
He was definitely people's sexiest man alive. Do you agree?
Do I agree? No,
yeah.
I'm not.
I'm
not. I don't know.
You're not attracted to him.
I think it's a Nazi thing. I think I'm just not attracted to blonde men because they might be of German.
That's
men.
honestly valid.
and my first ex, who I'm pretty sure is a Nazi.
Really?
Actually, my second ex, who I'm pretty sure is a Nazi.
I'm glad you clarified. Okay, so this is where the drama comes in. So yeah, he's a Cheetah Bobidi. Who cares? He's Brad Pitt, of course he is.
He's Brad Pitt, but he's being accused of being a child Bobidi.
Is being confused. He is being accused of being a child Bobidi. So in 2016, Child Services investigated an incident on the private plane of Angelina and Brad, where allegedly Brad Pitt drunkenly, there was some sort of physical altercation with their son Maddox, who is now 19.
Donkey.
Ooh, real donkey.
Real donkey.
Real donkey.
And then he tried to drive off in on the tarmac, I think in like a fueling vehicle or something.
What?
Yeah, that's the next. I think he tried to get off their private plane, and then he tried to drive down the tarmac in a refueling.
That's a drunk
tank.
Person move for sure. That's like a drunk guy in college.
Yeah.
If he has unlimited funds.
Yeah. He kind of has this like guy in college vibe to him.
He really does. He doesn't seem mature to me.
I mean, yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's when he's interviewed, it sounds like he hasn't been prepped, or like when he was like,
yeah, fuck your publicist, Brad.
Or there was that like moment where someone was interviewing him about him confronting Harvey Weinstein, his like maybe one good boy movie he's ever made.
Yeah.
But like still kind of addressed it in like a toxic manner where it's like, I'll kick the shit out of you, man.
Right.
It's like, okay, sure. Or do something else. Like maybe, I don't know, say something about it.
Yeah, maybe.
Whatever.
I mean, also, yeah, so in that, yeah, the Harvey Weinstein thing is like he also dated Gwyneth Paltrow, and Gwyneth told her about an incident that happened with her and Harvey Weinstein where he was just like being a gropey mobopey, I guess. Just classic harving it out over there. And I guess Brad Pitt's big good boy move is that he believed her and confronted.
Right.
Like literally the bar could not be lower. That's just such a like.
I think what she said was they like had a meeting, and then he said something like, let's continue this upstairs in my room. And then she left. And then people were saying that like, and then Harvey came back, I think, and said, oh, Gwen, you are fucking ruining your chances now in Hollywood. Like you fucked up. Or other people were saying that and shit. But
now
like,
she has a fucking vagina candle. So eat my ass.
You're right. So fuck you, Harvey. And so anyway, he was being interviewed about that and like, his big stand-up moment against the big Harvester. And he was like obviously being coached and watching someone or like looking at lines, because this was like a Zoom. It was not in person. And it was very like he didn't know what words to say. And you're like, how do you not? I don't know. Like, how do you not know what words to say? This happened to you. You did this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely did say like, I'm going to fucking beat your ass and not, whatever. It's just classic Brad when it comes down to it. So now there have been like years of custody battles and divorce proceedings between Angelina and Brad. When they first got divorced in 2016, she filed for sole custody of the kids. Then there was like, she was accusing him of not paying child support. And then he was like, no, I paid so much child support. So there's just been it hasn't been a clean D, but I think now they're like co-parenting or whatever that means.
It's such a sloppy D.
Sloppy D. They've had a real sloppy D. So now they're having a divorce proceeding now. Maybe it's their final one. Who can say? But Angelina Jolie says she has proof of domestic violence against Brad Pitt, and Maddox recently testified, and it wasn't very flattering, is what the article I read said. So
I can't believe that some of them are like adults now.
I know 19 is old, and yeah.
Well, we really ended at the same time.
We're really ending it up today.
What did you say? Oh, he's been a bit of a Woody Allen, Bob Allen.
He's been a bit of an
for him.
Alan Bob Allen, being like Angelina Jolie, and he doesn't say Angelina Jolie, but I am. Angelina Jolie is trying to turn the kids against me. Like, she's putting these ideas in their heads. They're making it up, and honestly, it's kind of been out of the news. I did not even remember the 2016 Child Services investigation thing. Like, and I guess, like, there have been other claims since then that Brad Pitt's camp were like, this has happened a bunch of times, and every time it's been cleared. So.
And it's like, sure, should I believe
do.
that, or should I just believe that, like, celebrities have an easy way of getting off because they're fucking wealthy gorillas?
Yeah. So,
and we saw his
wealthy gorilla for sure, and it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, and if the news, if whatever Angelina Jolie's proof of domestic abuses ever reaches the outside world or not. Who can say for sure?
Ugh. I would like to believe children.
I would.
And like, it sounds pretty
believable.
In line with someone who may be drunk.
It sounds pretty
like,
believable to me. And his people saying, like, there have been 5 accusations in the past however many years, and they've all been cleared. Like, that doesn't make me think you're innocent.
Yeah, and it contradicts like another report that was like, there have been no patterns of this. And you're like, okay, well, if it happens more than once, isn't that technically a pattern?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And I guess
pattern.
He's only, because they have like some adopted kids and some biological kids. I think it's 3 and 3. Don't quote me on that. And he has spent time with his biological kids, but not his adopted kids. And I don't know if that's like by design, like if that was Angelina's call or why Angelina's call. But yeah.
Incredible documentary name. It could be like a, wow, can't believe we're bringing it back to Woody. This is like a Woody themed ep too.
Yeah. The best eps are.
Yikes. And it could be like a Woody arrangement where he just doesn't have whatever custody arrangements with them or something, or like didn't take any ownership of them. Like, did they adopt them together? I forget.
I don't know.
I don't remember if she adopted them alone.
Right.
I mean, I really don't remember a lot about Angelina except that she's so fucking hot and has beautiful lips.
Like, that's pretty much.
Anyone know anything else?
That's pretty much it. You know, she is extremely hot.
Like, is the Tomb Raider fame, and you know,
it is
her
like
dad is a dick.
Yeah, no, she's really hot. That's
fact. What I know from the tabloids, and that, you know, the tabloids seem to think that, you know, she stole him away from Brad, which is not a thing in life.
Stole him away from Jen.
What did I say?
You said
Brad?
Stole him away from Brad. But yeah, that was such a fucked up misogynistic narrative when Brad literally cheated on Jen with Angelina. Like, how is that Angelina's goddamn fault?
It's literally not.
It's literally not. Angelina is so hot. It can't be her fault. She's way too hot.
She's hot. She should have no problems.
She has no problems.
You're right.
And
she's
then
done nothing wrong.
The only other little pizzadoodle is he had like an organization
I feel like perfect.
He had an organization go down to New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina to like rebuild homes and stuff. And I guess the houses they rebuilt were really shitty. And there was like,
yeah,
like the foundation was fucked up. It was like faulty gas and electrical. It was just a fucking mess. And
there were like mushrooms growing off the sides of them and making people sick, and
literally making people ill.
True diseases. Yeah. So
and
nightmare. And he just never did anything about it, I guess.
They fixed the ones that were in the worst condition, like the ones that were falling apart, basically. But they didn't fix the ones that just were shit, which was all of them, it seems like.
Hey,
and
wealthy gorilla.
The company would do inspections on the homes if the residents in the homes signed NDAs saying they weren't going to sue.
That is crooked as shit.
Isn't that crooked as shit?
Crooked as hell.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So fuck Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that's really bad. You have enough money to truly fix up all those houses and then,
You
make
have
more of them.
at this point you have $300 million. So maybe just
You could probably fix the levees there too.
yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
sure.
I feel like you haven't the funds.
Yeah, Brad definitely has the funds. So who knows where his career is going to go? He's getting to that age where he's really going to be gunning for. I mean, he's already won an Oscar or two, but I feel like he's really about to go into prestige Dramaville in a big
You're
way.
right. I think so. He's really got that look on his face.
Yeah, he's just entering his rugged phase, and I'm not here for it.
Do you have a fave haircut of his? He's really been a chameleon. This has turned into E-Talk news.
I need to look up. I need to look up his haircut. Brad.
I watched the weirdest TMZ clip,
mm-hmm.
and then I stopped watching any TMZ clips after that. It was like,
wow, he's
I forgot what the actual story was.
So many haircuts. You know what? I actually think he's hottest with the buzz cut.
Ooh, I do remember that look.
Yeah.
I think that was let's say 2004.
That's a good guess. He's really been a chameleon. I'm not into the long hair or like the Keith Urban.
I didn't like the long straight. It kind of was like a Jesus Fabio. He has that like
no, but he really is a Jesus Fabio.
He has a Jesus Fabio hair that like I think I'm jealous of.
Oh wow, the plot thickens.
Maybe that's what it is. I think it's because I just can't get my hair that. Oh no, it's a lot stringier than I remember.
Yeah,
That's not the one I'm thinking of.
That's a Jesus Fabio though.
I think I'm thinking of before he went gray.
Slicked back pompadour is an absolute no for me.
You're gonna hate me for this, but he looks like Mark McGrath.
No, he doesn't look like Mark McGrath. I do hate you for that. I don't mind the stubble, but like generally it's a no for me. Stylish ponytail.
I love this ad that you're getting on the side, by the way. No, I mean this isn't the worst.
No, curly style. No. That's a real Jesus Fabio. Long wavy hair. This is the worst one.
He's had long hair for a while.
Yeah, he's a long.
See,
whoa,
maybe I'm picturing him wrong. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Anyway, he's really a chameleon. You're so right. I like buzz cut.
He really is. I can agree with that one.
Great. Let's shut the door on Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Shut the door, baby. Don't say a word.
Yeah, they've met.
100%. They've met. They've traded bodies in that one photo that you don't think is true, but whatever. They definitely traded bodies.
What are you talking about?
You just said he didn't look like Mark McGrath.
That. Okay, yeah, he doesn't. He looks literally nothing like Mark McGrath. Incredible. So.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
My computer is being a real breather. You know what I mean? When she's like
a little pug. Isn't she new? Did you not restart her before your big call? You're not in the restart the computer club. I hate restarting your computer.
I've restarted it before. Just let me live my fucking life. Okay, who are your good boys this week?
Do I have any? Let's see.
I don't.
Wow. Terrible week for both of us, I guess.
Either you have them or you don't.
It's true. I mean, oh wait, we used the air fryer for the first time, but it was really just to reheat something. Sorry, I got so far from the mic. Yeah, we just literally reheated fries.
Okay.
We inherited the big fryer.
Yeah. And so how was it?
Wow, so fast.
Okay. Isn't it just a convection oven?
No, it's like this thing looks like a little spaceship. I guess maybe I'll put it in the slider. It's like this big.
Yeah.
Little, like, it's like
a drawer.
Buttons, half drawer that you pull out, like one of those like hotel coffee machines.
That's what I always think it looks like, is one of those hotel coffee machines. Well, what are you going to make in it? You're going to make Brussels sprouts? That's definitely the thing I asked last time.
It was literally that's the first thing on my list. It was like, oh yeah, Brussels. Who doesn't love a big Brussels plate?
I mean, I had a big Brussels plate 2 days ago.
It's just fried by air? Like what?
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense.
Baby.
But look, I'm happy that you gave it a shot and that you like it, and you're going to have your continued adventures, and it just fills me
culinary
with joy.
adventures.
Ooh, yeah, absolute adventures.
I mean, you're being sarcastic, but I believe you.
Not me. No, I don't have a good boy this week. Everything was pretty classic, honestly.
I literally.
Just a classic week.
What more can you ask for?
Nothing. So let's do TV talk. TV talk. Great. So, you're all caught up on RuPaul's Drag Race, which is very exciting for me.
Yeah.
It was the challenge. They had to brand their own soda, and then they were beasts on the runway.
I love the Beast on the Runway. I even loved
I loved the Beast on the runway.
Grinchy Poo. What?
Olivia Lux?
No. Candy. What the fuck is her name?
Oh, Candy Muse.
Candy Muse.
Candy cracks me
She
up.
really. I know she's probably not
She's
the
so funny.
strongest, but she
No.
is probably my favorite this year or this season.
She's definitely. Maybe she'll be Miss Congeniality. We'll see.
think-
I don't know. Maybe she. I don't know.
She definitely deserves
She could
it.
be.
She had her big emotional
she's a little-
moment this ep, I think, didn't she?
She really got she really got emotional this ep. That was tough to see. Well, I don't like when they make the queens do that. When they make the queens like divulge their traumas, it makes me upset.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they just do it for the show. It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. Email Diane if it's good. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's good.
I think Simone is gonna win. I hope she wins.
Yeah, I'm still Candy fan.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Hey,
not-
I'll let it happen.
listen.
I'll let it happen.
I'm choosing this horse.
You don't watch Drag Race UK, but it was the finale last week, and there's a lot of controversy over who won.
Oh my! Haven't heard any.
And well, they just think one queen was robbed, and it just upsets me because they're being very mean to the queen who won. The fans, because they're like, this one was robbed. Anyway, it made me upset. So just be nice, everybody.
I miss Zoe
That's coming
Clark.
from me. The nicest person on earth.
Yeah, you're right.
Be kind to everyone.
La la. What else is there to talk about?
Well, speaking of Ellen, she's joining the wonderful channel Discovery Plus.
Ellen's joining Discovery Plus. You heard it here
She's
first.
making it to Discovery Plus.
Wow, every comedian's dream.
Sunday.
What is she doing on Discovery Plus?
Honestly, I tuned out. I don't know. I saw it and
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
fair.
great. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean,
Huge Ellen
that's
fan.
such a weird move for her. Yeah, no, we love Ellen on this podcast. Definitely Diane has mixed feelings about Ellen.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely wanted that haircut but could never pull it off, and that is her main gripe, I'd say.
That is absolutely her main gripe. And she watches Ellen every day, but she doesn't really remember anything that ever happened.
But she
on it.
dances.
Oh, definitely. She has to exercise. She gets her exercise dancing along with Ellen.
It's true.
That's just Diane for you. So then, of course, in TV Talksville, we have to discuss 90 Day Fiance.
Oh,
Not that I
man.
remember anything that happened, except that Mike and Natalie allegedly broke up. But you think they're still together
Well, it was like they were in that.
because of her American Electrical Socket.
I mean, American Electrical Socket Alert, first of all. Second of all, they had that like car moment when it was such a dramatic episode. It really was. So many good cry scenes.
It really was.
But she got into the car and the neighbor was going to take her to the airport, and then Mike came out
On their wedding day.
on their wedding day, and then Mike came out.
Here's what, yeah.
Sorry, you were going to say, here's what.
I think that this scene did not happen on their wedding day, and it happened before their wedding day at some point in the 90 days, and the producers are just cutting it to make it seem like it happened on the day of their wedding, but really it happened before, and they are going to come back together and get married.
I mean, that's what he like came to stop the car or whatever and get her to come out. That's what was happening in the car
Right.
scene, and like, that's so silly. Also, yes, and then how do we explain that weird crying shot of her calling the officiant, and the officiant was like trying to be nice and she's like, I do not want to talk about it. Okay, bye. She was like, you're very nice, but
I can't. I don't know.
Ah,
That was a pretty good Natalie, I gotta say.
thank you.
one of your best impressions. Remember when we did impressions? Email
Bring 'em
Diane,
back.
fans know. So definitely not. So let's talk about Marriage or Mortgage because you finally watched it.
Sociopathic television.
How many did you see the Ranch Fountain episode?
Not yet, because I've only
Okay.
watched I think 2 so far. That guy with the little mustache that definitely broke the bed.
Yeah.
That was a great episode.
Yeah.
That was a
They were a funny couple.
What I don't like is how much they pull with their emotions and their little heartstrings. And like it made me think, do
Oh,
they
yeah.
do this in real life or is this just for the show? I never want to have a fucking
Yeah, they're
realtor.
always like, to make you really pick marriage, we're gonna have this giant picture of your dead grandpa blown up to the side to life. We're gonna have a life-size cutout of your dead grandpa and put it at the reception, and he's gonna be holding a sign that says "Congratulations."
Angel.
Or like,
And then they're like,
here's this
best."
here's your grandfather's handkerchief with which I actually embroidered with your name and the initials of your grandpa and also the birth location and the time he was born and also the directions of
Yeah.
his burial plot on the underside of this handkerchief. And your husband has agreed to wear it.
and then
And
they're
it's
like,
blue.
yeah, no matter what, I'm gonna pick marriage. Bye. So you haven't met the lesbians who look the same.
No, I can't wait.
There's a couple that is literally 2 Dianes dating.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, they're funny. They're like, what? One of the Dianes is like a gay pastor. Anyway, it's a whole thing. A real vibe, if you will. I cannot wait for the journey you're going on.
Pastors should only be gay at this point.
Agreed.
Or women.
I have a TV talk.
TV talk. Let's do it.
TV talk. TV talk. Okay, so Rock the Block is a HGTV show that was on last year, and I watched every episode and I hated it. I thought it sucked. Yet here I am watching season 2.
Incredible news.
Basically, 4 HGTV designers have the same model home next to each other, and they have the same amount of money, and they need to add as much value as possible with the same amount of money in the same place. So
This is just right up your alley. This is
it's
all,
pretty much
everything does to me.
directly up my ass crack, and
Yeah.
I'm really into it. There's a little bit. This season's better than last season. I'll say it. And Ty Pennington's the host, and he really has a rug. He really looks like Brad Pitt right now. No joke.
Ties back?
Ty's back, baby.
Oh my
And
goodness.
he looks good.
He looks good and not like a weathered purse.
We'll put a picture of present day Ty Pennington and Wilmer Sliderama
He
because
just has a tanning bed vibe to me. I just thought that by now his skin would be worse.
No, he's so hot.
I just sometimes I can't tell.
No, he's not.
Can you just send me a picture?
Yeah, I'm trying to find one.
I'm at the point where I can't tell if it's plastic surgery or makeup anymore. And like, no shade to any of those things. It's just like,
Who can say?
it's gotten so good. I truly can't tell.
Well, here's a picture of the entire gang. Yeah,
Is
he's
he really?
right smack dab
It's
in the
called
middle.
Rock the Block. Are you
It's
shitting
called Rock
me?
the Block. Oh, there he is. This is perfect Ty Pennington. Yummy.
I can't.
Anyway, yeah, it's called Rock the Block, and they're in like this weird. They're in this like weird. Yeah, there he is. He's so cute. Anyway, everybody watch it or not. I don't care. It doesn't affect my life at all. But I
Just took a screenshot.
Anyway, email Diane. Diane definitely wants to fuck Ty Pennington. Always has. Always
Definitely.
will. Celebrity hall pass for
Definitely.
Diane. Do you have any lingering TV
Years
talks?
and years. No. I guess you didn't watch documentary now, did you?
I did.
Oh, you did? Do
When
you
it was
remember
on.
that? Okay. Second time around, it's just so much funnier. But I've been obsessed with that
Okay, you're better than
musical
me.
episode. No, I'm not. You hate everything. You hate art.
I do. I really do.
You hate Furbies. No, you love Furbies.
Don't accuse me of that ever.
Furbies are art.
They are. They're
me wrong.
incredible singers. They're incredible singer-songstresses.
Yeah. Anyway, I've just been listening to the soundtrack for Co-op over and over, and it's the only thing I want to listen to. And Richard Kind is in that episode. Do you remember that episode? Just thinking of him makes me laugh.
He's
whenever
funny,
he
though.
opens his mouth. Just his voice.
He's always a joy to see.
He's a joy. Just thinking about him makes me burst out into laughter. Anyway, I love Richard Kind. I'm president of that club. Oh,
I have a lingering good boy, and it's this TikTok, and I just think it's so funny. It's literally somebody getting bonked in the head, but like it's elevated. Let's watch it, and then we'll. No, you know what? I'm just going to text it to you, and we'll put it in Wilmer Sliderama because everyone needs to see it because it's a hee for sure. I just texted you. Okay, so we're gonna pop that in Wilms. Isn't it funny?
It is really good. I love that little hee. I saw one the other day that was like this kind of a hee prank where you probably already saw it. Some guy put like milk and orange juice in like a cup upside down and then put whipped cream on top of it and then put it in like at the edge of the table for his mom to like pick it up. And then when she picks it up, all the liquid comes down onto her lap. Did I describe it perfectly?
Wow. Yeah, you described it perfectly.
Great reveal. Anyway, incredible app TikTok.
So that's it for TV talk. We just wanted to continue the conversation that we started in the Bumpachino last week about the anti-Asian violence going on, specifically in reference to the attacks in Georgia. But, it's like very easy to address a problem and be like, oh, we talked about it for a day, we did what we could, and now we're done with it. But that's like very easy for white people to do and not something that the Asian American community can do right now. So we just want to give our continued support.
It's important to read, everything you see about this, just read accounts and stories, people's experiences with racism, what they've encountered as a child, what they've encountered in the last year. It's really important to remind yourself what people face and, what the small prejudices we have as white people have contributed to all of this. The AAPI community is hurting right now, and it's really sad to see, but also I'm happy to see, so many people sharing their stories. I feel like it's really empowering, and it's just really nice to see so many people coming together, and just, not losing steam on this. So Diane's Angels, please don't lose steam on this either.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep putting resources in the description.
Asian women and Asian sex workers are
rightfully afraid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
treat people with respect. That is the basic point of all this. Like, treat everybody with respect. Doesn't matter what your job is, doesn't matter what your race is. It doesn't matter literally what you are. It's not hard to not be an asshole. No. And keep correcting people.
Yeah.
And yourself.
That's also part of it. Yeah. I mean, and yourself. Like, I struggle talking about this because, like, I know I have fucked up in the past with things I have said and things that were derogatory towards the Asian community that at the time I was like, it's just a joke, but that's not a real thing. Like, I was putting that violence and that hatred into the world, and that's why it's like very hard for me to talk about this stuff.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's sad when the comedy world perpetuated that for so long, and so many people hold so much comedy in high regard, and it just kind of trickles down to what people think is right. And like, it's not for, God, it is not for people to educate you on. You really can't wait for other people to educate you on what is right, what is PC, because, there is a lot out there that people don't even realize that isn't PC anymore.
Right. And part of
I sound like literally Jeff Foxworthy, but like that is not in that tone. I just mean like there are lots of things
Jeff Foxworthy really needs to look within himself.
People just have not flipped the switch on Inuit still, and like not to call people out, I'm sure it's just not wildly spread, but it's a thing. There are a lot of
Yeah.
offensive terms that people have just used for years, and it's really silly.
Yeah. And I think it's so easy to like do the performative activism stuff and just like post something on your Instagram story and be like, I did it. But it's really about like looking at I mean, not like I'm the fucking queen of being self-reflective and taking accountability for my actions, but such an important part of this conversation is looking at what you've done and said in the past and been like, that was really fucked up. And looking at your life, like for me as a white person, things I have done and said that that now I look back and I cringe on, but at the time,
Full ignorance at the time, but
Yeah.
obviously people want to paint it as a different time, and sure, it was a different time and people grow, but people,
yeah, it was a different time for
perpetuated.
me. It was a different time for me, but I was in the room with Asian people making jokes about Asian people, and it was not okay for them.
Right. And I'm not going to go into a South Park launch on Dirty Jew.
No.
How it was popularized.
We don't need to do a Dirty Jew spew right now. But yeah, it's resources in the description. It's also about like uplifting Asian voices and reading Asian authors and reporters and art and uplifting the community as well as helping those who are hurting.
Yeah, amplifying voices, not tweeting jokes through a literal disaster.
Yes, that is true. So email Diane at badboypod.com. Your bad boys, your good boys, your marriage or mortgage hot takes. If you're on Wealthy Gorilla and you happen to see a very hilarious cartoon character of a certain celebrity, please send it to Diane. She needs a giggle.
Cartoon freak. Absolute cartoon lover.
Oh, absolutely horny for cartoons. Also, rate and review on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star
Give us
rating.
A 6-star rating for once
Give
in your life.
us literally 95-star rating. Review the pod, take a screenshot, send it to @badboypodcast on Instagram, and we'll send you a Diane pin. We'll send you a personalized note from Diane. Diane will cut off a pube and send it to you, whatever you want.
She has some long boys.
Oh, she has some 1 foot long. Certainly foot long pube coming out of Diane's fupa. So that's incredible news. Other than that, it's really my honor to say toodaloo, moo-foo.
Brought to you by Lady Parts.